Hello, my name is Andy and I am the village idiot. I'm armed with a car and a GoPro and an unhealthy amount of time on my hands. I have a question for you. If I asked you which county of England of all the 48 is the best one, you would be wrong unless that answer you gave me was Lincolnshire. And I can prove that because where I'm standing today is actually in Nottinghamshire, but to get into Lincolnshire you have to pay. And that's because you need to cross the River Trent and pay a toll over a bridge. And you'll find that bridge in the parish of Dunham on Trent. So Dunham does have a couple of areas that have caravans or static mobile homes in them. One of them I'm looking at right now on the other side of the road. This lorry's done just obscure the view of it, just behind that wall there. There's another one over that way. Obviously the sign's pointing towards it. And it makes sense because if you remember the Torksey episode and the Fenton episode, they're around here, they're on the other side of the Trent, and of course they're full of caravans. So yeah, it's all in the same kind of area. We're heading towards the Trent. That's where I'm walking to right now. So on Ash Close you have access to the Maharaja's car park, and as you can see in the distance there's some more caravans. I can't get any closer to them than here. There's a massive sign that says private property, so best to stick to the public road. And this is directly opposite St Oswald's Church, which we'll have a look at in a short while. But first, let's head to the toll bridge, which is just up there. So I'm now walking onto Dunnham Bridge. This is one of the very few crossing points between the districts of Bassetlaw in Nottinghamshire and the district of West Lindsey in Lincolnshire, and it's the only one where you have to pay to cross. Now I don't need to pay because I'm a pedestrian and they're free. If you're in a car, it will cost you 40p. If you're in anything bigger, it'll cost you a little bit more. I'll try and get a shot of the charge board, which is at this end. It's there at the end of the bridge. If I can get a shot of that, that'd be great. If not, I'll see if I can find out online how much it costs lorries and things to go over it, and I'll include that in the video. But right now, I'm about to walk across the River Trent. So I believe that public footpath that we've just seen that runs alongside the River Trent, if you followed it, you would end up in Church Laneham, somewhere close to where I ended that video, also alongside the River Trent. Okay, I think that's just about it for the Trent and the Dunnham Bridge. And now I'm going to head back into Dunham-on-Trent itself. And the next stop will be St Oswald's Church. Now that's interesting. If you remember the Stokham episode, we saw a notice board outside that church there that said something about the parish of the Rivers, and it didn't say on that notice board which particular villages that covers, or at least I don't think it did. But if it did, it certainly didn't include this amount, certainly not. So it would appear the parish of the Rivers covers a lot of villages we've seen, some we haven't yet. So we have Askham, Cottam, Darlton, Dunham-on-Trent, East Drayton, East Markham, Fledborough, Grove, Headon, Netherheadon, Laneham, Church Laneham, Ragnall, Rampton, Rockley, Stokham, Treswell, Upton, Wimpton Moor, Woodbeck and Woodcotes. Wow, that's a lot of villages to be in one ecclesiastical parish. Amazing. So the green is private land. I can't walk across it, but at least I can walk around it. It's over there behind this hedge. There's a road that goes all the way around it. And it leads to this little street here, which is pretty much the last place we're going to be looking at here in Dunham now. I believe this is a dead end. It doesn't really go anywhere. But we'll have a quick look down here anyway, just to see if we can find anything else to add to the village. And then I think we're pretty much done. It's a walk back to where I parked the car on Low Street. Okay people, that's just about going to do it for the parish of Dunham-on-Trent. Now, if you're wondering where Wimpton Moor, Wimpton Village is, that I should explain should have been included in the Ragnall episode, because the deserted village, the deserted medieval village of Wimpton does actually fall within Ragnall's boundaries, but I didn't discover that until I'd made the Ragnall video. So for that reason, I'm going to tag that on to the Darlton episode when I eventually get to that one. But for today, that's it. That's it for Dunham-on-Trent. And anyone who says that Lincolnshire is not the best county in the country is wrong, because we are the only ones that have to charge for you to enter it, at least from Nottinghamshire anyway. I'm sure you all realise that's a joke, so hopefully you understand my wicked sense of humour, seeing as I am a Lincolnshire boy. But it's not about Lincolnshire today, it's certainly about Nottinghamshire, and Dunham-on-Trent is a lovely little village, and I hope you've enjoyed it. This has been the parish of Dunham-on-Trent, and I've been Andy, also known as the Village Idiot. I'll see you again somewhere in Bassetlaw. I'm out.